EastEnders shock as character fights for survival following dramatic square shooting. EastEnders is gearing up for a tense week ahead, as the life of one resident is left hanging by a thread after a sudden gun attack on the square. Viewers were stunned last week when Okie revealed he had a firearm and warned Harry that he would make George vanish if necessary. In upcoming scenes, Harry is seen hiding the weapon, sparking fury from Ravi over such a reckless move. Ravi is left panicked when he realizes the gun has disappeared, and it's soon revealed that it falls into Oscar's possession. Jack is horrified when Oscar shows him the gun he stumbled upon, and matters escalate when Ravi overhears the young boy pleading with Jack to help him dispose of it. Determined to reclaim the weapon, Ravi sneaks into Jack's home, only to be caught by his former partner Denise, who immediately alerts Jack. Jack then confronts Ravi, but the situation quickly spirals out of control. The square is thrown into chaos when a gunshot suddenly rings out, leaving everyone reeling. Tension rises even further once the victim is revealed, with one character's fate hanging in the balance. The soap's bosses are keeping details tightly under wraps, refusing to reveal who is involved, though they promise the fallout will be devastating for Walford. Fans had already guessed a shooting was on the horizon after seeing Okie flash the gun to Harry. Many speculated George could be the target, since Okie threatened to make him disappear after Kojo was given a pill. Still, some believed another member of the Knight family might end up in the firing line. On X, formerly Twitter, one fan predicted, George or Anna are bound to get shot. Since Anna is leaving, she could easily take the bullet to save George if Okie points the gun at him. Another wrote, tonight's episode hinted that George could be killed, or at least badly injured, but I really hope that's not the case. The big question remains, will the Knights be at the centre of this tragedy, or is another family about to be torn apart? Viewers will have to watch next week to uncover the truth. EastEnders actor Max Bowden addresses fan confusion over Ben Mitchell's storyline gap. Earlier this month, it was revealed that Max Bowden would briefly return as Ben Mitchell this autumn, appearing alongside Ricky Champ, who portrays Stuart Highway. A BBC promo shot showed Ben standing with Callum Highway and Johnny Carter as they attended the funeral of Jono, the Highway family patriarch. For Callum, grieving his estranged and homophobic father is difficult enough, but things get worse when he's forced to confront his husband Ben, who recently betrayed him. Behind-the-scenes photos have teased a heated clash between the characters at the graveside. The plot point has raised eyebrows among viewers, as Ben's presence doesn't add up, given that he's been incarcerated in America for the past year and a half. Where is Ben Mitchell in EastEnders? Ben left Albert Square in 2024 after being arrested in the US for fraud. The charges came not long after the death of Lola Pierce, the mother of his daughter Lexi. He was jailed for using another person's credit card to cover expenses while seeking medical treatment for Lola, who was battling a brain tumor. Despite this, the storyline suggests he's been granted day release to attend Jono's funeral, a detail that fans find highly implausible, since an international transfer of this kind would almost never happen. And the audience hasn't been shy about pointing it out. One fan joked online, I'm sure American prisons are going to send inmates overseas for funerals. Another added sarcastically with an emoji, yes, because they definitely fly Ben across the world just to attend his father-in-law's funeral. Makes perfect sense. Max recently appeared on ITV's This Morning with former Coronation Street actress Katie McGlynn to promote their stage play, Murder at Midnight. The show's synopsis describes a New Year's Eve gathering in rural Kent where a killer is loose, a feared gangster named Johnny the Cyclops, his glamorous wife, a gun-happy henchman, his mother plagued by visions, her anxious carer, a secretive vicar, and a burglar dressed as a clown. The story also involves a suitcase of cash, hidden weapons, and an infamous unsolved murder, setting the stage for chaos. Joining the cast is Corrie favourite Susie Blake, best known as Bev Unwin. During the interview, hosts Rylan Clark and Josie Gibson quizzed Max about his short EastEnders comeback. He's returning as a devoted husband, Max said. He manages to secure a transfer from the States and pops back briefly, which was great to film and to reconnect with everyone. He added with a grin, Ben's been misbehaving. He's basically extradited on day release to attend Callum's dad's funeral. Thanks to Max's clarification, the apparent plot hole has been addressed, and his explanation keeps the door open for Ben to reappear in the future, just like past characters Lucas Johnson and Rocky Cotton, who returned despite being behind bars. EastEnders Jacqueline Josser urges fans to back Steve McFadden for NTA award, despite being nominated herself. Jacqueline Josser, who plays Lauren Branning, has surprised fans by encouraging them not to vote for her in the National Television Awards, but instead to throw their support behind her EastEnders co-star Steve McFadden in the serial drama performance category. She and Steve are both shortlisted alongside Emmerdale's Eden Taylor Draper and Coronation Street stars Jack P. Shepherd and Sue Devaney. Posting on Instagram, Jacqueline thanked viewers for the outpouring of love since the nominations were announced. "Thank you so much to everyone who has messaged or shared. Your kind words mean the world," she wrote. "I'm thrilled to even be considered for serial drama performance. It's such a huge honor. But honestly, I want the incredible Steve McFadden to win this year. I'd hate for EastEnders fans to divide their votes and risk him losing out." She added, "He deserves it more than anyone. I'm overjoyed just to be nominated. Maybe next year will be my turn. For now, please vote EastEnders across the board. I see all your support and I'm so grateful." McFadden's alter ego, Phil Mitchell, has experienced something of a reinvention on screen. Once criticised for repetitive crime and gangster-led plots, EastEnders bosses shifted Phil's direction, placing him at the heart of an emotional mental health storyline. His loneliness spiraled into depression, leading to harrowing hallucinations and a suicide attempt. Steve's work has been nothing short of remarkable. He has explored depression and psychosis with nuance, care, and empathy, former executive producer Chris Clenshaw said at the time. Phil eventually admitted himself to hospital for psychiatric treatment, with a special episode focusing on his recovery journey. Afterwards, he became heavily involved in Nigel Bates's dementia storyline, even inviting Nigel into his home and caring for him, showcasing a more vulnerable and compassionate side of Phil. The return of Nigel's wife Julie added conflict as the pair clashed over his care, but viewers have embraced this fresh, more human direction for Phil, moving away from gangster storylines. While Jacqueline has firmly backed Steve, she's also had a standout year on screen. Since her unexpected comeback as Lauren, she has been woven back into the Beale family fold, reconnecting with Peter Beale, and finding herself at the center of major drama. Lauren was caught in a terrifying crowd crush at Peggy's, which left her badly injured and addicted to painkillers while pregnant. After giving birth to baby Jimmy, she was the first to suspect something was wrong with his eyesight. Though others thought she was struggling with postnatal depression, Jimmy was later diagnosed with a visual impairment, sparking an emotional scene where Lauren begged her son for forgiveness, fearing her addiction had caused the condition. It was eventually confirmed the disability wasn't linked to her struggles, but fans praised Jacqueline's raw and heartfelt performance. The drama continued when both of Lauren's children suddenly went missing, further cementing her return as one of the show's most compelling storylines. EastEnders airs Mondays to Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. on BBC One and BBC iPlayer.